André,
What, Sarah?
can you explain me how they killed Iran's leader?
Iran's leader, Ayatollah? Of course I can. Actually, I have a special video for us. The title is How Iran's Leader Was Killed. Sarah, say hello to our friends.
Hi guys.
Our friends, thank you so much for all the support. We really appreciate that. That said, Sarah, ask them for the most important thing.
Guys, leave a like, thumbs up.
And if they subscribe,
You make our day.
damn right. Link below. By the way, there is an option to wipe a video. Please do it. And let me say this at the start of the video. War always bad. We are just reacting to what ended up happening. Let's go.
It's roughly 6 a.m. in Israel.
All right.
A series of fighter jets takes off, armed with long-range high-precision missiles. According to CIA and Israeli intelligence, a significant portion of Iran's leadership has gathered here, in a compound in Tehran. Among them,
Right,
Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the country's supreme leader. 2 hours and 5 minutes after the jets took off, Israeli missiles strike the compound. This is how the Israeli and US attacks on Iran unfolded, how the country's leader was killed, and what has happened since.
You know what? It's insane that they got him in the first day, right?
Yeah, I'm shocked.
I'm
They
also
knew
shocked by this.
exactly where to find him.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the intelligence of Israel is quite amazing. CIA is the best, probably. So, of course, they know every move, to be fair. But it's still impressive that in the first day they end up doing this. Of course, this war is a difficult war, as I guess Americans are aware. But I mean, they really end up hurting Iran bad in the first day.
Yes, but yeah.
How the country's leader was killed, and what has happened since.
شهد شعیب گوارای شهادت را نوشیدند و به ملکوت اعلی پیوستند.
Honestly, I mean, maybe this guy ended up, have some admiration for the leader of Iran, but the leader of Iran killed a lot of people,
By the time this video
I think even if you disagree with this war, and some people disagree, I mean, defending the Ayatollah, it's not a good look, honestly.
پیوستند.
No, it's crazy because they killed so many innocent people, but for some reason, some people prefer to not think about that, I guess. But I mean, I don't miss the guy. Is what I'm gonna say.
By the time this video is published, new details might have emerged. The US, Israel, and Iran have a long history of tensions. Until 1979, Iran was an authoritarian monarchy ruled by Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. He was supported by the US. When his regime was overthrown in the Iranian Revolution, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini took control of the country and founded the Islamic Republic. He was determined to transform Iran into a country ruled by Islamic law. Khomeini abandoned the former Shah's pro-Western stance. The US and its close ally Israel were declared sworn enemies. Especially the opposition of Israel became a strategic and ideological goal.
But from what I understand, they have been chanting for a long time death to America and stuff like that. Look, war is always bad, my friends. And of course, I would prefer that everything is, at peace. But this Iran versus America is something that have been brewing for a long time. I think it's fair to say.
It is old.
Yeah, there is a lot of history between them. Yeah.
Ayatollah Khomeini died in 1989 and was succeeded by Ali Khamenei, a cleric who quickly rose through the ranks and had become a key figure in the religious leadership of the country. Over time, Iran, Israel, and the US repeatedly engaged in conflicts. Sanctions were imposed onto Iran. Iran became a key financier of anti-Israeli militias in the region. In 2002, it was uncovered that Iran was enriching uranium at 2 secret locations. The enriched uranium could be used for nuclear reactors or nuclear weapons, a fear the US and its allies had for a while already.
No, this is the theory behind is that they believe they are close to have an atomic bomb, a nuclear weapon,
And that is dangerous.
That is dangerous since this country sometimes makes really bad decisions. So them having
that power,
I mean, I don't know. If sometimes when you react to this, and my friends, feel free to share your perspective here. There is people that say, "Oh, that's BS. They didn't add." Some people say, "No, they probably are close." So
Yes.
we don't know for sure. You know what I mean? But of course, Iran having nuclear weapons seems a bit dangerous to me.
Really
At first glance,
dangerous.
seems really dangerous. I'm not gonna lie.
Iran has repeatedly denied its alleged pursuit of nukes. The US and Israel ran many attempts to stop the nuclear program. Through cyber attacks, the assassination of key scientists, and especially in the US's case through diplomacy. In 20
But let me say another thing. Even North Korea having nuclear weapons to me is so crazy that they added that they have them. You know. But at this point, there is nothing we can do because if we try to take those weapons, they will use them. So, and I guess we are trying to avoid the North Korea too, maybe here. You know what I mean?
Until
Now I think they have no chance of making them anymore.
2015, the Obama administration and the Iranian regime agreed to a nuclear deal.
This is a good day because once again we're seeing what's possible with strong American diplomacy. Under the nuclear deal that we, our allies and partners, reached with Iran last year, Iran will not get its hands on a nuclear bomb.
However, in 2018, President Trump pulled out of the deal.
The fact is, this was a horrible, one-sided deal that should have never, ever been made.
I don't understand why Trump ended up, not
Ending
following
the deal, yeah.
Because if the deal was them not having, weapons, nuclear weapons, that seems good. But maybe there is something that we are missing here, to be fair.
Yeah.
Ever since, relations have tensed up. In 2025, in the midst of new negotiations, Israel and the US launched a series of airstrikes on Iran using bunker buster bombs. 3 Iranian nuclear sites were heavily damaged. In the same year, Iran plummeted further into an economic crisis. The currency crashed, food prices soared, people grew frustrated. By the end of 2025, mass demonstrations erupted across the country. Peaceful protesters and rioters called for the end of the Islamic Republic. Trump called for an uprising of the Iranian people against their government, saying help is on its way. But the regime brutally cracked down on the protests. It shut down the internet across the country. For days, little to no news made it out.
I mean, if they shut down the internet, they are doing horrible stuff to that nation. They are killing their own people. It's so disgusting, honestly.
You cannot have a voice.
No, it's
defend yourself.
disgusting. That's why
to defend your people.
Of course, I feel bad for the innocent people in Iran, but for the guy that America and Israel ended up killing, the Ayatollah, I mean, that guy, it was a horrible person. It was a horrible person. There is no way around. I guess. But in advanced countries, there is a lot of horrible people. Sure. I mean, but at the end of the day, I don't feel bad for that guy being killed.
Yeah.
In the end, thousands of people were killed. 50,000 reportedly got arrested. The US began
And who knows the real number, to be honest. I mean,
to build up troops in the region, with Trump repeatedly threatening Iran. On Thursday, February 26, there was a last-ditch diplomatic effort between the two countries in Geneva. To no avail. Saturday, February 28, around 9:40 a.m. in Tehran, Iran's capital. This government compound is not far from Hur Square. It reportedly houses offices of the Iranian presidency, Iran's National Security Council, and the supreme leader. Since 2025, the US has apparently gained specific insights how Ayatollah Khamenei and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps communicate and move while under pressure. Reportedly, the CIA has tracked Khamenei for months. They've mapped his whereabouts and studied his patterns. They're confident he's here today, and they learned of a meeting of top Iranian officials on site. The US and Israel originally intended to strike at night under the cover of darkness. But they reportedly moved their time of attack. This opportunity was too good to miss. Suddenly, Israeli missiles hit the buildings. During impact, several national security officials are in one of them. Supreme Leader Khamenei reportedly in another. Afterwards, satellite imagery shows heavy damage to the buildings. Black smoke is rising. Geo-confirmed footage recorded here also shows massive amounts of smoke in the area of
Okay. This is interesting because, from what I understand, and the guy ended up explaining this, attacking at night is much safer and tends to be better. But I guess here it was this opportunity was basically too good to skip. Because I remember waking up to the news, but at the beginning we didn't know that the leader was killed. It was later on the day, from what I remember. But seems like the strike ended up being very early. So this is interesting to know.
Geo-confirmed footage recorded here also shows massive amounts of smoke in the area of the compound. A picture taken here too. Ali Hosseini Khamenei died in the attack. Also killed Suyid Abdorrahim Mousavi, Chief of Staff of Iran's Armed Forces, Ali Shamkhani, Head of the National Defense Council, Muhammad Pakpour, Commander-in-Chief of the IRGC, Aziz Nazerzadeh, Defense Minister.
All of them?
According to Israel.
Oh my God, I thought it was maybe one or two, but I guess...
Okay.
That's crazy. Are those two still alive now? Honestly, probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
That's crazy, actually, that they got all of them in the first day.
The IRGC, Aziz Nazerzadeh, Defense Minister. According to Israeli news, a total of 30 senior Iranian officials were killed in just half a minute in the opening strike.
What?
The operation was dubbed Roaring Lion in Israel and Epic Fury in the US. It has been planned for months. Masoud Pezeshkian, president of Iran, however, survived. Ali Larijani, secretary of the Supreme National Security Council, vowed
Now I want to Google if they are still alive.
Iran would fight back and assured continuity of governance. The strike on the government compound was just one part of the operation. Afterwards, Israel reportedly take out Iran's air defenses, especially around Tehran. In a third wave, Israel deploys roughly 200 fighter jets, bringing much of its air force into Iran. The goal is reportedly to destroy as many Iranian missiles as possible, as fast as possible.
Okay.
The US reportedly joins in about 30 minutes after the attack on Iran's leadership. According to the New York Times, their attacks focus primarily on targets in eastern Iran, far away from Israel. They also attacked the Iranian fleet. Reportedly, US warships fired Tomahawk cruise missiles at...
You know that I believe they already destroyed the entire Navy. No, I'm not joking. I think, I'm afraid this is true. I mean, again, there is so many news nowadays that we cannot follow everything. But I believe the Navy is gone. The Iron Navy. It's just gone. It's just gone, yeah. I mean, I don't even know what to say. If that's true, whatever, I don't even know. Maybe it's true.
I'm confused. Iron military is strong, right?
No, the Iran military is really good. I mean, really good. Not American good. But, I mean, just shows how powerful the US really is. No, I don't know if the entire Navy is gone or not, but they did damage to the Navy. That's 100% confirmed, I'm sure.
Iranian targets. American ground forces use artillery rocket systems. Several military and command centers in Tehran are hit by Israeli airstrikes. Further explosions are reported in Iranian cities across the country. Trump releases a video officially announcing the military operation and urges the Iranian people to take over their government.
When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take.
Netanyahu later does the same.
נבטיח את נצח ישראל.
Shortly
You know, Netanyahu is the president of Israel.
after their announcement, an airstrike hits the Sarayeh Tayyibi Elementary Girls' School in Minab, Hormozgan province. Iranian state media and officials claim that at least 175 people got killed, most of them...
You know what? I don't think... Again, who knows at this point? I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but I'm not sure if this was Americans.
Oh, really? I thought...
No, the news, it was like that the Americans ended up killing those girls. And it was, of course, really horrible and sad. But seems like, at least there is some news from what I understand, saying that it was Iran trying to launch some bombs and missiles, and they end up not doing that correct end up killing their own people.
Oh, makes sense.
But I don't know if this is true. So again, I'm just sharing with you, my friends, what I know. We are not a channel that report news. We are just reacting
if
to
that
a video.
it is true, that is horrible.
It's horrible.
Oh my god.
It's horrible either way at the end of the day, right?
No.
Because they end up dying.
Sorry.
No, Sarah, it's okay. But no, I mean that's the thing. War is always bad, and those girls had no, yeah.
Iranian state media and officials claim that at least 175 people got killed, most of them likely children. These numbers have not yet been confirmed independently. According to the New York Times, the school is adjacent to an Iranian naval base. US Central Command announced an investigation into the strike. Iran launches Operation True Promise 4 and the retaliatory strikes begin. Countless missiles are fired at dozens of sites across the Middle East. More than 200 missiles are launched at Israel alone. In solidarity with Iran, the Houthis in Yemen announced that they will resume attacking shipping lanes in the Red Sea. This effectively ends a 3.5-month pause following the 2025 Gaza ceasefire. The US-led coalition reportedly intercepts several drones and missiles heading towards Erbil in the Kurdistan region of Iraq with no casualties. Multiple news outlets later report explosions near Erbil International Airport where US soldiers are stationed. That afternoon, Dubai International Airport is hit with an Iranian drone, striking Terminal 3 and effectively closing UAE
Dubai was
airspace.
attacked too?
Yeah, because I believe there is a US military base there.
Oh, okay.
But there is a lot of people leaving Dubai, Qatar, all of those
Cristiano
places.
Ronaldo living there.
But no, Cristiano Ronaldo is Saudi Arabia, but I believe he
okay.
also left the country. Yeah. Because Saudi Arabia is also getting attacked, from what I understand. So.
Okay.
I mean, that region is a total mess at this point. You know, I think no country is safe.
Yeah, I can see that.
Several luxury hotels like the Burj Al Arab and Fairmont de Palm are set on fire. It's unclear whether this was the result of a direct attack or if the fires were caused by debris from intercepted missiles. But the UAE isn't the only country targeted by Iran. In Bahrain, missile and drone attacks hit the US Navy 5th Fleet headquarters. Footage shows what appears to be an Iranian Shahed.
They are attacking, they are going all in, basically. You know, they have, at this point, it's kind of like they have nothing to lose. Let's just drop everything we have.
Drone striking a tower block roughly 20 minutes from the facility. In Qatar, the Ministry of Interior reports 66 ballistic missiles were fired at the country. The debris reportedly injured at least 8 people. In Saudi Arabia, the Prince Sultan Air Base is targeted by ballistic missiles, which are reportedly successfully intercepted. In Jordan, the military reports that it has intercepted and downed 49 drones and ballistic missiles, likely headed for the major US military bases across the country. In Kuwait, Iranian drones strike 2 passenger terminals of the Kuwait International Airport. In Syria, debris from an Iranian missile kills at least 4 civilians while injuring several others. Both Qatar and Saudi Arabia announced that they reserve the right to respond.
Yeah, that's the thing that scares, I believe, all of us. Is this war can escalate so bad, you know, because I believe Iran ended up sending also some missiles to Europe, you know, to Turkey, to Cyprus. Cyprus, from what I understand.
So they will attack everyone that is an
ally with America or support America in every type of way.
That's crazy.
It's a losing war for them at the end of the day. In the sense that unless China or Russia tries to help them, which I think is unlikely at this point.
They are going to lose.
No, but they are going to lose. But the thing is, this can be very difficult to deal with them because even for there is American soldiers dead at this point also. So, of course, I mean, you cannot attack them and not expect them to.
Of course, they are response. They
are trying. they are trying to show an answer, of course. But yeah, this can escalate bad. I for me, the best scenario could be some type of change there and people being able to take, you know, control of their country. I don't know. I don't even see a good solution, and I don't think everyone knows at this point.
The Arab League condemns Iran's attacks. Following the blanket strikes by Iran, NATO senior command said
But by the way, response is a word. I said answer, but response is a word.
What's
missile defenses.
What is the meaning?
No, response is basically answering.
Oh, okay.
Is
So I'm right.
the right to response, the right to retaliate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay,
Sorry, my friends.
systems in Europe and its early warning radar in Turkey are on alert. Some experts warn that Iran may activate sleeper cells in Europe and North America.
Sleeper cells, I don't understand this very well, but it's basically, again, my friends, our videos is the entertainment. Don't get our news here, but don't get the news here at all. So, but the sleeper cells, from what I understand, is people that are inside, for example, of Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
And if the Iran government calls them, they are able to do some damage.
They
there.
wake up.
Yeah, there is like people that is living in a country, but they are loyal to Iran.
They have a mission. If
they are called, they will do whatever they want.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. And I think they have this in Europe, in America. It's kind of scary.
Yes.
There are many more events and details we can't cover in this video as the attacks continue back and forth. So let's zoom out a bit. The US's involvement in the attacks is controversial. On Truth Social, Trump said this:
Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime. Its menacing activities directly endanger the United States, our troops, our bases overseas, and our allies throughout the world.
It's an argument for a war of necessity. An attack was looming across the sea, so the US had to strike preemptively. But it's unclear how Iran's activities directly endangered the United States. Iran was apparently years away from obtaining a nuclear weapon, according to the US's own intelligence. The country's ballistic missile arsenal is estimated to reach no more than 3,000 kilometers, a threat to neighboring countries, but not to the US. Iran might have been attacked because it was in a uniquely weak position, as a type of preventive measure. This might make this a war of choice, not one of necessity.
I was looking at some statistics on this, and I think Americans are very split on this war, to be fair. Some people don't agree at all. Other people think it made sense. I don't know what to think, honestly.
I'm confused.
Yeah, it's difficult to understand because the thing is, I also don't want them to get nuclear weapons, if I'm going to be real.
Yes.
At the end of the day, I don't know how this will end, because if this escalates really bad, I mean, we are trying to prevent them to have nuclear weapons. Fair. But if this escalates and there is a lot of kills, you know what I mean? The solution will also lead into a lot of destruction. You know, there is no win here. I don't know how to feel. My friends, share your perspective with us.
Preventive wars are often condemned internationally, not only because they're optional, because if every nation went out to strike adversaries who they thought were temporarily weak, we would live in a world of constant war.
Exactly.
According to international law, a war of choice would be illegal. There are also discussions whether the attack was in violation of the US Constitution.
This
Trump
could
started
be illegal?
I mean, illegal. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean, but I mean, this kind of, there is no rules at war. You know what I mean? It's illegal, and what? American did some illegal things. Who is going to judge them now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like
now it's
illegal.
Too late, so
it's illegal if you are a small fish. If you are the shark, you kind of do whatever you want. I mean, not really, but you know what I mean. It's this thing. I don't even know what they are talking, but it's illegal. I mean, look, Ukraine versus Russia. Of course, Putin did the crazy illegal things, but so what? You know, so at the end of the day, they are trying to stop the war, and if they would take it, okay. It's this thing about illegal is again, war always bad, but this illegal thing, I don't take that serious, to be honest.
The war without congressional approval. Across the US and parts of the world, protests erupted. partly against the Iranian regime, partly against American involvement in the war. Oil prices have risen sharply. Experts warn of an impending global energy crisis because of the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. In Iran, people celebrate the death of Ayatollah Khamenei. Others.
No, but this is true. I mean, there is news here that the gas prices will go crazy next week, at least in Europe. Not maybe is a bit different in America since they have a lot of oil. But here, we are going to feel the pain.
Yes.
Are grieving. At this point, it remains unclear who will succeed him. For now, the regime formed a provisional government. It seems set on revenge and continues to strike Israeli and US bases. The exact number of deaths is hard to determine at this point. According to the US military, so far 3 American soldiers have been killed, with 5 seriously injured. According to Al Jazeera, 10 people have been killed in Israel, 3 in the UAE, 1 in Bahrain, 1 in Kuwait, 13 in Lebanon, and 2 in Iraq. The Iranian Red Crescent has reported that since the attacks, at least 555 people have been killed, with hundreds injured. According to the Times of Israel, these numbers do not differentiate between military and civilians. The situation is likely to escalate further in the upcoming days. Timely reporting like this is incredibly resource intensive. It's only possible thanks to today's sponsor, Hansen Shaving. We're grateful
Yes, he's a sponsor. I want to play it.
they're supporting our work. Many men experience razor burn, ingrown hairs, or skin irritation when shaving. Hansen approached the problem from an engineering perspective, researching what actually makes a shave more precise and skin-friendly. The result is a sleek, long-lasting aluminium razor designed for accuracy. The blade sits at a 30-degree angle and extends just 0.0013 inches past the shave plane, less than the thickness of a human hair. That
You are more precise than the Israel strikes. What?
0.13 inches past the shave plane, less than the thickness of a human hair. That precise blade support reduces flex, which can mean less irritation and a smoother, more controlled shave. We're genuinely big fans. To support the channel and get started, visit hensonshaving.com/FernTV and use code FernTV at checkout to get a free pack of 100 blades with the purchase of a razor.
All right. It's done.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to say what I said in a couple of videos ago, that I trust the American military. I think they have a plan for this, even though I'm not seeing the plan. I'm being real, but I trust them. I think it's the best military in the world for a reason.
Yeah.
And let's hope, that everything ends well in possible, basically, in the best way possible. But yeah, what is sad because people die, and that's never good. So, Sarah, say goodbye to our friends.
Bye, guys.
Bye, my friends.